back down at the loft again this morning, and we're going to do some basket training with the young birds. I was not taking them on a chuck or anything, we're just simply putting them into the basket and hopefully trying to teach them to drink while they're in the basket, obviously ready for race days. But first off, we're going to go and let the birds out, but I'll just show you them up close and everything. So we'll go and have a look. Alright, so just go in. Took all that straw out of their room yesterday. Morning, babies. The little red one coming along nicely, starting to be able to go up into the aviary now. That's the little pied one that was in the nest with it. We've called that one David and that one Goliath because you'd never believe they were out of the same nest. I mean, they're not out of the same nest. The pair for the little pied one, they actually abandoned the egg. So we floated it under the parents for this red one because they were due around a similar time for hatching. So obviously it was the best idea to put them underneath each other. I'll just show you as well, this little pied one here is one of the babies that we've rung off for the gold ring race because we've entered 2 gold ring races. So, oh, can't fly into the camera. So we've put a little gold solenoid on that leg. Hiya, darlings. I know. And then this one here is the other one that we've rung off for the gold ring race. Again, got a little gold solenoid on its leg. This is a little dark check here. This one's off our bush art pair. A little gay tidy one. There we go. There we go. Other little babies. Where's he gone? This little one little blue bar that we rung off for the gold ring races. Oh, this one here, let me just show you. Come here, darling. Put it on the left. On there. This little blue bar that we rung off for the gold ring races. This is out of the cockbird that got us first club last season as a young bird. So let's see what this one can do for us this year. Yeah, good baby. Right, so we're going to go out, open the aviary up, let them have a float about, so they can have some time out. They've been getting stronger in the time we've been having them out since that first video that I showed you, where the first time they came out. I've been trying to get up into the air and have a good float about. Most of them are starting to come out and have a float about now. We had one that flew off and landed on one of the stable roofs over the other side of the lofts there because of the horse field that's behind us. Good babies. So I'm just going to give them some time out. And then I'll put that basket in there. The drink is already in the room. So that they can just have some time in the basket. But when I trap them back in, so I'm going to feed them when I trap them back in so that it makes them thirsty. What was that, little one? That's the first time that Red's come out. Oh! That's a little piedy one. Today's the last day on their 5-day canker treatment. So we made sure that they've all been cankered and everything. we're in the process of trying to sort out as well, making this aviary that they've got larger, obviously, because that aviary obviously is not going to fit 40 odd young birds in it. At the moment, just because they're just getting used to obviously using the wings and things, we're letting them land on the roof. But as they get more into the air and wanting to fly, obviously we won't be allowing them to land on the roof after that. Oh, little reds on top of the aviary. But yeah, as I say, we're going to make that aviary bigger, and we're going to make it a full length, you know, right out to the end of the walkway there, and only as high as what the top of that aviary currently goes, because obviously we've got that trap that we're getting fixed to put on top of there. I know a couple of people have mentioned about our overhang on this loft's too big, but our birds actually quite rely on that overhang due to obviously hawks and stuff. It's great for them to hide under, especially obviously on top of that one where it's quite close to the roof, and they feel quite safe being on there. So, oh, we've got one flying out there. Oh, they're having a good float about. Let me go up here so I can get a better angle on things, so we can see better. So we've got all those there on top of the two aviaries, and then we've got 3 over there on that top of that loft. We have decided on race days that we're going to do live stream. If that interests any of you to watch, see how we do. Might have to put it on mute because might be a bit of swearing. Not quite sure that's something everyone wants to hear. Right, we'll give these birds about another 10 minutes, and I'm going to go get the basket in ready for when they come in, so that there we go. Missed the landing. Yeah, we're gonna get the basket in so that that's all ready for when I get them in. Just grab this. So what's obviously going to happen is I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to hang the drinker on the end of there. It's ready for scraping this. That's my scraper. Yeah, so I'm going to hang the drinker on this side here. That's better. So that they can get used to drinking off it. But obviously when I whistle them in, they're going to get fed first. Then I'll put them straight into the basket as soon as they're finished eating. Yep, darlings. So that they'll want to drink out of the drinker. I'm not sure if it's how anybody else does it. Suggestions would be nice on how to teach your birds to drink out, to drink and whatnot while they're in the basket. But it's just what we thought of, because they always, obviously, once they've eaten, always want to drink. So I thought the best thing for that is let's feed them first, and then obviously put them straight into the basket with the drinker. Oh, stay open. Now see, this corridor is very narrow. Got wide sections but narrow corridors. Not really any good for trying to squeeze a basket down it and hold a camera in the other hand. Right, so bring this in, put this up this corner, it's the wrong end, So turn it round. Sort out this on the inside. And then I need to take up their drinker, because I don't want them drinking out of this one when they've been fed. Oh, I've just spilt a bit. Put it on there for them. Oh, we've got a few more on that roof now. There we go. So we've still got a few that are trying to just, you know, get the confidence before they come out of the aviary. Or a few of them that just haven't yet quite got the confidence or got the wings to want to fly off the top of that aviary. Also, we've been doing a lot of whistle training with these babies, so they understand what that means. Speaking of that, I need that. I know some of you have asked about what we feed, so I'll go fetch the feed and I'll show you what it is. There's no point taking the camera in there, it's too damn dark. Still need to get a light fitted. So that's the big feeding trough, and this is already some mix that I've made up. That's breed and wean, a bit of barley, Hormoform and garlic oil. I add in a handful of sunflower hearts into there, and a scoop of Youngbird high protein. I mix it all together. Shouldn't really do this out here while the Youngbirds are out, to be fair, but I couldn't do it in there because I couldn't show you because it's too dark. So that's what they get: Hormoform, garlic oil, some of Collins Top S is in there, Youngbird high protein. We use the we've got the Bamford's Youngbird high protein, and we've got the Versalaga breed and wean, and then sunflower hearts. So that's what we have for them. My hands are going to stink like garlic for the rest of the day. Oh, we've got a few more up on that loft now. Here you go, babies, up there. That's the stock birds in here. I'll do you a video on them stock birds, because I've got a few of them with babies now and they've all chipped off and everything. So, right, I'm going to give these birds 10 minutes and then I'm going to whistle them in. Right, so I'm just going to go in. I'm going to put a scoop of the seed that I've just mixed up into their trough, ready to start whistling them in. The whistling process is something that has to be done pretty quick, because as soon as I take that board off, up there, they are going to be through that trap before I can get through that door. So I'll just show you this. I'm just going to get a scoop like that. Just a little bit more, because I don't want to fill them up. Obviously doing a bit of trap training with them later. So just like about a scoop and a half into there, put that up out of the way. Alright, so I'm going to go out now and take that board off, and hopefully they'll all trap back in nicely, because most of them are on the other loft over there. So we'll see how this goes. Right, so I'm just going to take this board off and then we're going to start whistling, but I better run. Right, so they're all trapped in pretty okay, apart from that last one. Decided it didn't want to come in, but it worked out. So now they're all eating. We blow the whistle for quite a long time because I want them to associate the whistle is food. So every time that they hear that, they associate it with food. I don't want to just whistle it for the 2 seconds that they're all trapping through and then stop whistling while they're eating, because I want them to constantly associate that whistle means food only. If I don't blow the whistle, you're not getting anything. So let them finish eating, and then we're going to go and basket them up. So they're just finishing up eating. Always act like they're absolutely ravenous. Best scrape in here as well. It's a bit yucky, but boxes aren't too bad. But we'll get that all scraped in a bit. Right. Once these are finished eating, and pull this over. Obviously I want them to get the light at the front straight into the actual basket. As you can tell, we've been leaving the basket in here for them to get used to it, be around it and everything else like that. And obviously they're not scared of it because they've been sitting on it and crapping all over it, I suppose. So once I finish these eating, and then we'll get them in the basket. Right, so I'm going to get all these little birdies basketed. Come on then, I know. Let's have a look at you. Number 78. This is a Van Reet pigeon. I'll show you each one there. And we have noticed with, mainly on their chest feathers, that, well, on their body feathers, that they're starting to go a bit bitty. With this being the first time we've ever done darkness, we needed to make sure that it was that the darkness was working. I'll just put that red one in there, I'm not even showing it yet. And we were told that obviously that means that when they start to go a bit bitty like that, means they're being fooled by it, I suppose, because we're now manually darkening down. This is that lovely little red one. Come on, baby. We know this one's a cockbird. On the video that I did before about the mealy and their markings and stuff, and I had to know if they're a cockbird, we have a big black stripe down the edge of that feather there on his tail. We've got black spot. I'm not quite sure if you can make that out on there. On the end of his feather tail there. So we know that one's a cockbird. Come here, little one. Stay in there. This one, just check it. This one's our bush shark baby. So I'll just show you that one as well. So we already have one bush shark hen that we bred last season. Hasn't yet raced for us because obviously she was a late bred. So it'd just be nice to see what they can do for us, because the parents from them are both club winners and fed winners. Yeah, it'd be nice to see what we can get from them. This is a lovely little blue bar here. Number 62. Come on, sweetheart. Yeah. My darling. Have another one. Come here, sweetie. Alright, come here. So again, nice little blue bar. Another Van Reet. This is actually one of the cockbirds that we raced last year in young bird season. It never scored for us, but always returned. It was a bit of a skitty young bird, I suppose you want to call it. Like that. I'll just show you these. I put them in here. Come on, sweetheart. I know, come on, let's have a look at you. There we go, I know. So let's look at you. Well, this is a gold ring pigeon. This is out of the blue bar, the cock bird that got us the first club last season as a young bird. So it'd be nice to see what this one can do for us as a young bird this year. He has got 2 more eggs. No, sorry, one more egg that's actually being floated out under a stock pair. So it'd be nice to see. Come here, little one. I know. Good darling. This one is out of a gay pied one that we had that unfortunately we lost. Kiss us, sweetheart. And as you can tell, a little bit on the side of his neck there where he's starting to go a bit bitty and everything. He's got a little mucky patch on his wing there. I'll show you that out, and he's got one tiny little white feather there. So, yeah, he was out of a gay pied and a blue bar, and he's kind of got, I mean, you can tell on the thing, a little bit of like pencil check in there. But we'll see how he goes. I know, babies, come on, let's go another one. Alright, sweetheart, good baby. Who are you? Number 79. Again, this is another Van Reet baby. There we go, sweetheart. Obviously, most of our loft is made up of spring pigeons. We didn't go for any distance or anything like that. We were just starting out. We wanted to keep things simple for ourselves. This is that lovely little gay pied. There we go. There's a little red homoform neck that's still there. We called him Hillbilly. Put you in there, sweetheart. Good darlings. Alright. This is his lovely little Piedy. This is out of one of the Blankheart pigeons that we bought in the auction, one of his first set of pigeons that we had. Alright, baby, calm down. Shh. Calm down. Good, darling. So that's that one. This one we think she's a hen because she's got quite a flat top to her head. We're told that flat tops are hens and round tops are cock birds. Alright everyone, where have you gone? Calm down. Right, here we are. Keep still, good baby. Calm down. Keep still, good baby. Right, now this is another Van Reet pigeon. And this is after the one pot bird that we managed to race all last season. Again, like I say, he never scored for us as a young bird. But obviously it was his first season. If you can see his chest, it's all very bitty there. Like I said, we've been told that we had to inquire to find out, but we've been told that means that they're being fooled by the darkness, which is good. Right, so I'm going to put this on here. Now, unfortunately, I think it's a bit big for this box, so we have to improvise like this and sit it on there, and then bear with me a second. Obviously, I've got to move the camera now because my bottle was holding the camera up. Right, so now I'm just going to put this water, but I try and pour it so that it makes a bit of noise so that the birds know it's there. There we go. Right, so we're going to leave these babies in here for about an hour or so, just so that we can get them used to drinking out of that trough. So obviously I know that's the thing, one of the issues we had Last season with those young birds, we didn't train them. Oh, there we go, one's having a drink. We didn't train them to drink out the trough. And they come back from races and they were absolutely gasping for a drink. That was our fault. That was all on our part, because obviously we'd not taught them that. So again, it was just something else that we'd learnt from last season. Oh, there's another one just having a drink. But again, it's all learning by your mistakes, correcting what you did, and improving it. So, I hope you've enjoyed being here with us today, and hopefully you'll come back soon to see you in the next video. Let's say, hopefully you'll join us for live stream on race days when that starts. I forgot to bring down the race sheet that we've got for the Cockbirds, because obviously we are part of 2 clubs this season. So we're racing the Cockbirds in one club and the Henbirds in another club. So we'll see how that goes. So, see you soon.